I'm Bea.
And I'm Sam.
And we're two best friends who like to talk shit about smut, wingspan,
And sometimes books.
Join us every Wednesday for a new episode.
Welcome back, Smutterflies.
Happy Wednesday to you.
Happy listening day to you.
I think Wednesday fit that better with the syllables.
Yeah, I know, but it might not be Wednesday for everybody. Happy Wednesday to you.
It's Wednesday somewhere.
Oh, happy listening day to you.
Oh, nice.
We're back.
We're back.
No reading updates because we're recording this about 5 minutes after we recorded last week's episode.
Yeah, sorry guys. So I think it's literally been like 5 weeks of us just saying we're reading Duskbound, we're listening to Quicksilver.
Yeah.
We're reading Duskbound, we're listening to Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
Again, we're talking from
The past.
the past, very far back in the past. Is that that's not going to pick that. I can tell you now when I'm editing that, I will not pick that up. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you do it louder, it won't pick that up. No, I don't know why. What do you think is different between every single one?
I'm getting louder.
No, I told you that it's worse when it's loud because it's the gate for high and gate for low.
Okay, hang on then.
I don't think your neighbours are gonna be like, "What the fuck are they doing?" Anyway, just we're edging for 40 minutes, and then they're gonna be like,
"Okay, ghost noise,
okay, yeah, thank you,
ghost
yeah.
noise."
Okay, insert ghost noise.
Just obsessed with being a ghost.
Okay, we found another one of Sam's kinks.
Edging and being ghosts. Put a sheet on. Put a sheet on.
Sorry.
Or for the double whammy, edging while being a ghost.
It's like, oh, do you wanna? And you're like,
I'm like, yeah, put the sheet on.
Give me 2 minutes, babe.
Cutting holes out for my eyes.
Got something special ready for you. And you open the door, and you're
I'm
just like, in Halloween.
Come and get me.
Right. I just imagined it. You know, like you cut the holes out for your eyes. Imagine if you just did it.
My tits hang into the sheet. Oh, you know, like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I'd be like Samantha the Sexy Ghost.
Samantha the Horny Ghost.
The smutty ghost with her tits hanging out.
That was fucking great.
Oh.
What was the point of this?
You said we're speaking from the past.
Okay.
And then I started being a ghost and we lost track of everything.
Okay. At this point, we have likely rehashed our Patreon tiers, which hasn't happened while we're recording, but it will have happened while you're listening.
It would be awkward if it hasn't.
I know, what the fuck have we been doing? But even if it hasn't, we still have a Patreon.
Yeah.
And like we said last week, we're just trying to get better at mentioning it. It will not be as long of a spiel as it was last week, but you know, we've got Patreon available. There's multiple tiers. If you'd like exclusive episodes, if you'd like exclusive live streams, if you'd like raw unedited video footage, you just want more of us. And if you want to be able to have a say in what we do, then subscribe to our Patreon. And we also have a throne link in our link tree, which is kind of like Patreon, but it's like a one-time contribution to help towards things for the podcast.
Yeah.
More than likely what's on there is microphones, because they are our next
purchase in mind.
New microphones. Obviously we have them, but they're just not the right ones. Anyway, that's all our housekeeping, isn't it?
Also, join us on Discord. It's free. It's an app on your phone. I don't know what I'm trying to say. My head's gone. It's an app. It's like a messaging app. We have threads for lots of different things. You can give episode suggestions. You can give book suggestions. You can just find out about us and our lives as lots going on in the Discord. So feel free to join our Discord and join in with the conversation.
And there's loads of other listeners on there. If you're looking for small book besties, there's loads of other listeners. It's a lovely little community.
It is.
And yeah.
Safe space for all.
Absolutely. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
We didn't say that last week or the week before. It was Pride Month.
It is Pride Month.
Yeah. Does this come out in June? Yeah.
Yes.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride Month, everyone. We're always a safe space for everybody.
Yeah, and if you don't like that, then
fuck off.
Fucking unsubscribe.
Is that all the housekeeping? We're reading the same books
today, isn't it?
We've got Patreon, we've got Discord, we've got Throne. We might have a website soon.
Oh yeah, that's the next thing on the to-do is a website. It's just, do you know what? Setting it up isn't hard. It's making it look nice.
Yeah. Somebody on Discord last night was like, "Oh, I want to know more about you guys. Like, what's your favorite swear word? What's like your favorite book recommendations? Like, I want to know everything about you." And I was like, "Okay," and down. But also, like, if you don't know our favorite swear word by now, like, where have you been?
Over the last 68, I don't know, 60 something episodes, more than that because we release other episodes. But like,
really, you don't know what our favorite swear word is?
In the year and a half that we've been doing this, or just over a year, if you don't know the cunt is not our favorite swear word, then
we have a cunt counter.
We've not been keeping it up. I don't think we've used it though since Throne of Glass.
Oh,
but yeah, at one point we even have to like count our cunts because anyway,
cunty.
Yeah.
Be
bride.
But yeah, like sorry, a website would allow us to like put bios and stuff about us.
We do have a website. Like as of right now, it's just through Buzzsprout.
Yeah,
and Buzzsprout is our hosting website, so it's not like that interactive. But we do have bios on there, but they're just brief.
Yeah, but
and also like keep an eye out for our TikTok lives because we're going to do a lot more of them.
Yes.
But at this point, we've probably done a couple.
Yeah.
And we set schedules for them and we post that in our Discord. So if you don't want to miss TikTok lives, then join our Discord.
Right. Have we done enough plug-in?
Yeah.
Okay, what are we here for?
We're here for the Rebel and the Captive, baby.
Woo! Woo!
You arced this. I was like really upset.
Yeah, you were mad at me, and I didn't really fucking care
because you got to read it early, and I was in my little writing hole, and I couldn't read anything, and I was grumpy. But so I read it like as of recording, like last week, I think it was the week before. Oh boy.
Isn't it great when the gang's back together?
The gang's all here, only momentarily, but yes.
I mean, Kris doesn't give us much happiness, but
well, not Xenia though, right?
No, she's no. But like just like the fact that like all the big players are back on the page.
Can I say something like because we don't do these chronologically and full spoilers? Can I say something that's like it's not like embarrassing to admit because I'm very open with my emotions.
Yeah,
you know the scene where Kale and Tristan finally meet back together and they meet in the like ruins of like the abbey. I cried.
Oh, it's lovely.
It wasn't like intended to be sad, but I cried. I also have a really big crack ship fan theory about, and it's come from this book. It's kind of been brewing all through book 1 and 2, but this book kind of like really fueled the flames. And again, Kris, if you're listening, we can get to it in a minute because it's really jumping ahead. But if Kris, you're listening, you're going to be like, that's the most fucking insane thing I've ever heard. No, that is not intended. But in my brain, it is. Do you want to talk about it now?
Yeah.
There was so much sexual tension between Kale and Tristan in those scenes. Sam's nodding. Nodding.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I don't know if I guess they were kind of like that in book 1 and mainly book 1.
They've shared women.
I would go as far as to say there's sometimes just the two of them.
Yeah. No women needed. Happy Pride Month.
Well, because Kale is bi or pan as far as we know. And I don't think Tristan is, but like
boys will be boys.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of got that like I think because in book 1 they're like a cop duo, but for want of a better term, they're a cop duo, right? And they're both like straight away. You're like Kale's down fucking hard for Xenia, Tristan's down fucking hard for Cassandra. So I kind of maybe wasn't like focused on it.
Yeah.
Like, but in those scenes, like,
It's lovely, innit? Imagine them shagging each other in their guard uniforms.
Yeah, look, we said it last week, Kris. If you're looking for recommendations for book 4,
Look no further.
I would even be
Gangbang.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
that you put that quite bluntly.
Yeah, I was thinking it too.
We're like how many minutes into this?
10.
10 minutes in. It'll be less when it's edited, and we've already used the word gangbang. Happy Pride.
If not now, when? If not me, who?
I'm sure that's like Martin Luther King. I can't believe you just use MLK.
I don't think it is Martin
That's
Luther King.
That's not in.
No, he's I've got a dream. I had a dream.
I know that.
Oh.
But what did you say?
If not now, when? If not me, who? I don't think it's a famous speech.
It was said by Hillel the Babylonian, was a Jewish religious leader, sage and scholar associated. He was active during the end of the 1st century BCE. He's popularly known for its authors of 3 sayings. If not now, when? Oh, that's fucking wild, Sam. That's absolutely fucking wild.
Oh, God.
How you know it? Because you wouldn't know it because of someone.
Oh, God. I don't want to know.
I was kind of on the right track with Martin Luther kind of.
Yeah.
Right time period. It was John F. Kennedy's tagline for his. It was John F. Kennedy's like tagline for his presidential campaign. I literally can't breathe. That's the funniest thing. I love that the other week you were like moping, like I'm not
Nobody
funny.
likes me.
I'm so sorry to anyone listening. That's going to take me so long to edit. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You know what? When I was little,
yeah, well,
I was obsessed with Barney.
Me too.
Barney the dinosaur.
Whack. And I've got a bread and it's called pumpernickel. Yum yum pumpernickel pumpernickel bread.
Do you remember the song "I Love You, You Love Me"? I used to cry.
Oh.
And then I'd go, "I love you. You hate me. We're not a big, happy family."
Well, like, you're raising a loving family with
while watching myself crying in the mirror.
What? That was me. I used to cry.
My
child does that as well.
I used to just cry in front of the mirror and watch myself. So I've always had like big, like nobody likes me energy.
I mean, I could have told you that.
Oh,
yeah,
funny man.
And that was all over a gangbang.
All of that stemmed. All that 5 minutes stemmed from a gangbang. I mean, I lost my head. I was fucking John F. Kennedy.
Well, or a Jewish like religious scholar.
But I don't know. I must have seen it in a film.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck. I've heard it, but I don't know where the fuck you got that from.
I just associated it with.
That was. Kris is going to be listening. Like,
Kris is going to be like, "Can I cancel coming back on the podcast? Because what the fuck is going on?"
Please don't use John F. Kennedy quotes to promote my book.
Sorry.
Anyway, but I agree, Kris. If you're listening. If you're still here,
yeah, she's fucking dialed out by now. Yeah. She's like, bye-bye. I'd be open to a Tristan, Kale, Xenia, Cassandra.
That's all. Put a Ronan and Morale in there.
Thing is, Cassandra's already said in the past that her and Xenia have shared a bath.
Yeah, but I'm sure she says like it was very
platonic.
Not
in my head.
Such a hornball. So I know I would be open to the 4 of them cheering. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, you can't put Ronan and Morale in because Morale might be related to Cassandra.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Incestuous.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know she is. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm sorry, Kris.
Ronan, yes.
Not Morale. No. No, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, so the gang's all back together in one book.
Yeah, stunning.
But most of them are in hell prison.
Yeah, literally.
With some big fucking fuck-off warrior man as the leader.
Do you know, like, this is not again, like Kris doesn't describe this man like this, but in my head, do you know how I saw him? You know Tom Hardy as Bane?
Yeah, me too.
That's exactly how I saw him. Like,
me too.
Was it? I invented the darkness. You were born in it.
Yeah.
Not my Bane impression. You mean I
Very-
adopted the darkness? I was born in it.
That's very good.
Thank you.
Have you seen the, like, you know when he's in the arena?
Bane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the, like, the dub of it?
No.
Where someone's, like, dubbed the song over him. Do you know, beep, ba, 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 da, bum,
Oh no, I've
ba,
never
ba,
seen
ba,
that.
da, bum, beep, ba, ba. It's really funny.
Okay.
I'll send it to you later.
Thanks.
I'll find it. Anyway, why do we keep digress? I think I've got ADHD today. I've caught it off you. My brain can't focus on one topic.
That's someone you've called.
Well, you're undiagnosed, so I feel like it's not offensive to you.
Babe, I might be officially, but like anyone who watches, anyone who listens, like, let's all say together, like, B has ADHD.
He has ADHD. He has
Literally.
ADHD.
I am like the, what's the word? Like
Poster girl.
Yeah. Like, you know, in
Your
Clark,
face on the meds.
literally, you know, in Clark's where they measure your feet with the measurer.
You're
I'm
the
the measurer
measurer.
of ADHD in Clark's.
Oh, you're not quite B.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm the definition.
Okay.
So,
Anyway, digressing all over the shop.
Yeah.
They're in hell prison.
Yeah, awful. Tartarus.
Ronan.
Hmm?
Cassandra. Morel.
Well, yeah.
Anyone else going with them?
Yeah, the tiger bite form.
Was missing.
Yeah, and we know who she is by the end of it. Rena,
baby. So we've got Ronan, Cassandra, Rena going in.
Yep.
Plus Morel's already in there.
Yep.
And Ronan's looking for his sister, Leonie.
Yeah.
The Leonie?
Leon, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
okay. Yeah,
Leon.
yeah.
Okay. But before they go into Tartarus, they're in like holding cells sort of thing.
Yeah.
Ronan's saying that she has to train. Do we know at this point that she's got wings?
Yeah, she find out at the end of book 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, I couldn't
Mhm.
remember.
Mhm.
So she's like fucking falling over all over the place because she's got
Well,
these
she's-
big wings.
She can't hold him up, so she's like dragging him behind herself all the time.
And he's like, hold them high.
Yeah.
Like Ronan's like trying to make her like be really proud of it. And she's like,
Yeah.
I fucking can't. My
know.
shoulder blades are screaming.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, I feel you.
Yeah, that'd
So
be me.
after an upper body day, my shoulder blades hurt the most.
Same.
And she gets sentenced to death. You get a different sentence like as you go into Tartarus.
You get like a symbol.
Yeah, and she's branded
When
to
it
death.
gross that it was what's her face that comes back to do the sentencing. The one that Tristan was banging right at the beginning.
Fucking hate her.
Yeah, gross. It was clearly banging his brother now.
Yeah.
Just fucking weird. Yeah, she gets a death sentence.
Yeah.
And then they basically make him walk into Tartarus through this like mist.
Like a void of blackness. And Rena just leaps into
Gone.
her leopard form and runs off.
And when they get the other side, she's
we don't see her
nowhere to be
again.
seen. Yep.
So, bye, Rena.
Bye.
But they go in, they see Big Bad Bane,
Yeah.
who is ruling the roost.
Yeah. With a hammer.
And am I right in saying there's humans in there? And that they're like in like a separate prison and they're all starving?
Yeah, we find that a bit later on, but yeah, he makes all the humans, he rounds them up and what is it called? Is it called like the pen or something? Or like it's got a name.
Yeah. The sty?
Yeah, maybe something like that. And yeah, he keeps them all like a prison within a prison.
Yeah. Doubly in jail.
Yeah, and
You're not just in jail, you're in jail's jail.
because like the Tartarus is pretty fucking grim, but like there's some kind of like society that's formed
Like
within it.
trade and whatever. Like Morel is doing all right.
She's like an apothecist.
Yeah, and they fight and like you can like challenge
Well, anyone can challenge the leader,
Bane.
Bane, aka Bane, yeah. But
And to get out of her death sentence, excuse me, that's what Cassandra does.
Yeah.
challenges Big Bad Bane.
And she's allowed to ask for people to help her fight.
Yeah.
And that's where we see Morale. She's hooded in the crowd and she
Yeah.
asks for Morale. Like, Morale's been waiting. She's new.
Yeah.
Like, that message from her father. Morale's known that she was going to come to it. She didn't know when, she didn't know how, but she knew that she was, like, put on this earth to assist Cassandra.
Yep.
And then there it is. Like, 200 years later.
Yeah. ... Meanwhile, Tristan's with the Telos Chrysios.
Yeah, that is
And
X
his
gives me a
ex-
big fucking ick from the get-go.
His ex is trying to bang him.
She's mad.
Mental. Bitches be crazy.
And, like, we could talk about this because, like, we don't do chronological and we spoil. I knew at the end of book 2 when we got that revelation it was going to be bad vibes.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily know she was going to be a knobhead, but, like, his ex-love coming back to life, like, not good.
No. Fuck off.
But she really expected, like, to be like, we'll just go back to normal.
She thought, let's get wined, dined, and 69'd. And Tristan was like, no, baby.
But
I'm wining, dining, and 69ing somebody else.
yeah, who I also just so happened to fucking turn Faye.
Yeah.
But right,
You're not my only one.
Yeah,
You're not
I
the
know.
only one I've turned.
but right, hear me out. I would have given her credit because, like, if I had been Tristan's ex-lover, and I'd still be down hard, right? I would be. I don't
Of course.
I don't think there's anything wrong with her being down hard for him, but she isn't down hard for him.
No,
He
she's down
says
hard for power.
power. I think he would have been I don't think he would have reciprocated, but I think he would have understood, like, yeah, there's still emotion
Yeah,
there.
but also, she's had a long fucking time to seek him out.
Oh yeah,
She knew he was alive. She knew he was exiled.
yeah.
So I'm like, bitch,
Bye.
crawl back into the hole you came out of.
Yeah,
I'm done with you.
yeah. She gave big ick from about, like, 2 scenes with that. It was
Yeah.
like big ick.
Don't like you.
But obviously they've got to work together because he's like the rebel prince that they've been promised.
Yeah, and she thinks that she's the Adelphine.
Yeah.
And that they're going to rule together.
Yeah.
Like, oh, baby. Oh, baby. No, baby.
You're full
You
of-
got me all wrong,
Full
baby.
of songs today.
I know. I'm just loving her.
Yeah, Yeah. I think I was curious to see how that would pan out. Honestly, if I'd said at the beginning of the book, my prediction would have been that they would have come to some kind of, like, agreement where they just, like kind of what they were going to do. Where they were
Yeah.
going to, like, rule together.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously behind the scenes, they're not really.
Yeah.
My biggest prediction, though, was I knew that wouldn't play out because she's a fucking nutter.
Yeah.
And one of them would need to dip. But I
Yeah.
thought it would have been Tristan.
Yeah.
I thought he would have been like, do you know what? Take your fucking rebellion. Take it. You be the leader.
Yeah.
I'll help the cause, but I want to be with Sandra.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're on the topic, do we want to talk about that big fucking plot twist at the end?
Huh?
I mean, we said last week, there's nothing I can predict about Kris. Like,
No.
I can't predict anything. But again, I feel like we were at a point in Rebel and the Captive where, like, I didn't expect another plot twist. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't. But she really fucking was like, bet. And when there's, like, the flashback to when Cassandra sees that, like, when she touches her, she sees the memory of her fucking Tristan's dad. And it was Tristan's dad that turns her. Oh my fucking God.
Jaw on the floor.
Like, I don't have words.
And like, he got exiled for being involved with a human, and like, you know, it was always thought all his life that his dad did this to him because he fell in love with a human, but it's because his dad wanted it.
Well, yeah, and also that, like I don't think Tristan regretted anything that he did.
No,
he didn't
no.
regret any of it. Like, he was living his life. He was kind of like, I say happy, but like,
Well, I'm sure it maybe in a previous book, if not this one, he does say, like, I didn't realise we'd completed the ceremony
No.
because, like, because it didn't like.
He didn't see her, so he
No,
didn't know that
yeah.
it actually worked.
Yeah.
But he knew they knew what they were doing. Like they
Yeah,
were doing
yeah.
it on purpose.
Mhm.
But like he talks about like up until now, the only thing he ever talks about here is like the fondness, like how they fell in love.
As like children.
Yeah, she was like the chef's daughter. Like he loved her so
She's a
much.
cunt, is
Oh.
what she is. She's a cunt.
Yeah, I just like, because yeah, like look, Kris is a fucking genius. It 100% was plausible and it was there,
Yeah.
but I just didn't. I was just so like intentionally, obviously
Yeah.
blindsided, but like, oh my god, the fact that like Tristan thought, because he was like he was kind of happy with like not being the king.
Yeah.
He'd happily given it all up. Like he was exiled, he wasn't dead. He was kind of living a pretty happy life. Like, and he was just like, he wasn't like not in like I'm not judging either characters, but like he wasn't a Ronin who's like wallowing because
in delirium.
yeah, basically. Like he was kind of doing okay, and he was like, you know what, it is what it is. Like it happened. Like I was madly in love with her, and that was the result. But like I don't regret it. And to know that he was being played the whole fucking time, and he lives with the guilt because he thinks she's dead. He's convinced that she's dead. He's like, I never saw her again. They would have had her killed.
He takes her last name.
I forgot.
Like as a tribute to her, he takes her last name, and she's a cunt. He may as well have called himself Tristan Cunt because that's what she is.
Oh my god! Do you know, I feel like we need to write a handwritten letter to Kris to apologise. I'm so sorry, but I agree.
She wrote the characters. It's not my fault.
No, but like that's the intention. Yeah,
she made me hate her.
Imagine if she swivels you back in book 4 now.
Nah,
you do. I think she could. If anyone could, is Kris.
Nah,
you don't think you can swivel?
I hate her.
Well, again, like
hate her.
I don't. I don't want to like get ahead, but the way in that scene, it's not like she was being used and abused by the king. Like if that was the situation and it was some kind like it was like a power like predatory thing, then I would be like, yeah, you could make me. Do you know what I mean? But by the sounds of it, like she's been the manipulator. Like I think she sought out the king, not the other way around.
Power hungry whore.
Oh my god, Sam, you're calling her every fucking name under the sun tonight.
I take it all back.
No, you don't.
No, fucker.
But that, like we generally try not to converse about books we're going to cover. I kind of, I didn't predict anything, but like that.
Wild.
We get a big fucking dragon in this. Kaelin the dragon. Maybe that's the book. Maybe that's what book number 4's name is.
Kaelin and the Dragon. The Memory Puller, the Exile and the Savior, the Butcher and the Ballerina, the Rebel and the Captive. Trying to think of a name.
The King.
The Wind and the Fire. The Wind is...
I don't think Kris is going to be snapping that up anytime soon.
The Wind and the Fire.
You'll be
sorry when that's the book's name.
You'll be in your words when Kris uses that.
The Prince.
I think it'll be the King and the something, or the Queen and the something.
Not the Prince?
Well, no, because the idea is he wins, doesn't he? So he becomes king, or she becomes queen. He's a prince at the moment, but he becomes a king. The king, the queen, and the dragon. King and the dragon.
We do get a big dragon.
Big fucking dragon.
The big wingspan.
Wingspan?
Why can't I speak? With a big wingspan.
How much of a cunt is Kael's other brother?
It's all family.
The younger one's all right. The pits. They are the pits.
Dad is the pits.
Oh,
his brother is the pits. The fucking star for the pits. That fucking girl he's going to marry, there's a pits.
Yeah. The fact that, like, Aaron Zephyrus says, the dad, like, oh, the amount of, like, humans I've killed that my son, and, like, not just, like, has affairs with, consensual affairs. Like, he forces himself on multiple members of staff.
Well, he nearly forces himself on Xenia. He's been, like, prowling through the garden.
It's gross, innit?
Because she's been in the boathouse with Kael.
Good for her. I'd be in the boathouse with Kael as well, to be fair. Yeah.
If the boat's rocking, don't come knocking.
Wasn't it interesting? These are like little tidbits that I just picked up because I think there's 4 brothers, right? Like, Kale's the second youngest. The younger one is the okay-ish one. And the two older ones are the cunts. I think both of the eldest are married, right? I think.
Oh, one's engaged and one's married? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. They both got women partners who fucking hate them.
But I'm really sure that at one point, and again, like, sorry, Chris, basically this whole episode is just us talking one-sided to Kris K. Haines.
Yeah, hi, Kris.
But I'm sure that it's mentioned in one scene. It might even be the wedding scene. I can't remember. The way the younger brother looks at one of the wives, they've got a bit of a, I'm so here for that. Not in like a horny way. That's such a like, that I love that. I don't know if that must be a trope. Like, like he's gonna save her from this terrible marriage. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, his little brother's cute.
Well, he's a bit of a knob, but like not as much of a knob as the others. Yeah.
So to jump back a little bit, Xenia is like, I'm not going on the boat. I'm gonna go for love. Gets fucking captured and sold.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah, but just so happens to get sold to his father. Like, what the fucking chances?
Well, no, gets sold to the guy that is the father of Kale's bride.
Oh,
and
he gives her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What are the chances of that? And then she's a fucking maid, and Kale sees it, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole her sneak into the girls' stuff.
Again, like, obviously it's heavily implied during those scenes that girl isn't everything she says she's going to be, right? There's obviously something going on.
Yeah.
But, like, the fact that who she turns out to be the daughter of, he's not called Bane, but Bane, and they were the clan that, like, of, they're Fae, but they're, like, the clan of the dragon people. And he's the only one that knows the dragon's name. And when Aaron Zephyrus in the flashback went into the went into the room to kill him and his wife, she was under the bed and saw the whole thing. So she spent her entire. I actually kind of felt I don't justify, but I did feel sorry for her.
Yeah, when Xenia killed her, I was a bit like,
she gave her the chat. Like, she did give her the opportunity. Was a bit because, like, I don't agree that she. I can see it from her eyes because she's like, fuck Aaron Zephyrus and fuck your sons, right? Everybody thinks that all of his sons are as much of cunts as he is. And obviously we know Kale isn't, but like I can see it from her perspective. Yeah. Like, I'm going to kill you and your fucking kids. Yeah. So I'm kind of like, I'm not mad at her. Finish on in before you speak.
I've said this before in previous episodes, not about this book, but about other books in general. But if she was our FMC, we'd be rooting for her because it's a harrowing story what happened to her. Obviously, she knows the dragon's name. Yeah. And that was a really nice plot point, I thought. That happening was lovely.
Stunning. Kris, I know.
Where did she get these ideas from?
Well, and the fact when we interviewed her last time, and we can, we'll talk about it again next week, but like, she doesn't really, from book 1 to book 3, she doesn't like plot things bigger scale, really. So to think that, like, she just,
to move us along.
Well, can we talk about my two favorite horny scenes?
Okay, go on then.
Xenia and Kale on like the sink. I know they don't bang. Yeah, are they still yet to bang? But they haven't banged. Oh yeah, they do on the table in the end.
I was going to say they break the table. That's fucking lovely.
But so for a while they hadn't banged at all the way through. Banged. That was stunning. Yes. The fact he was like, keep the socks on.
Hard smash.
Raw next question. And I have to, there was two things I text you about during my whole experience. It was this bang scene, and it was the that Tristan's ex being the shagging his dad. Ronan and Morale in the alleyway.
It was fucking 10 out of 10.
It was stunning.
It was amazing.
Doesn't he bite her?
Yeah. Hit fucking.
In an alleyway where they just know people can see.
Covered in piss and rats droppings.
Oh.
Well, they're in Tartarus.
Yeah, you kind of lost me there.
Oh, okay.
You just said like covered in blood. When you said piss, though, you meant each other's piss. Then
just like the alleyway. I mean, like a pissy, dirty alleyway.
Can't say that's doing it for me. I think that was like a bucket of cold water over my head then.
I'm still raw for her.
Sam. chuck a couple of cobwebs in, and Sam's
Down
there.
Wine Street on a Saturday night.
Sam!
Sorry.
If anyone's listening, she definitely hasn't done that.
No, I genuinely haven't. I have never done that in my life. I'm just dreamscaping.
If you go missing on a night out now, I'll go find
down all the alleyways.
I'll go down the pissiest, shittiest alley.
Where's Piss Lane?
Where's Sam? Oh, Jesus.
Where's that pissy alley? I've never done that, I promise. I have never
No,
ever
I believe
done that.
you. But I wish I had with Ronan.
Yeah, I would with Ronan.
Yeah. Happily. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking stunning. There's something about a hate bang. Like,
great.
Beautiful.
I was surprised in the dynamic between the two of them, because I really thought that going into it, it would be Morel not wanting to know and Ronan being the one like, I want you.
Yeah.
But actually, like, kind of no.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck off. And she's like
yeah.
Like, they still hate each other, but like, I think she's a lot more open to forgiveness, to banging, basically, than he is. The scene where like she pins him down in the training, stunning.
Chris K. Haines, the tension that you write, the friction that you write, delicious.
It is lovely. We started on the dragon and then we left the dragon.
Yeah, we were like, bye bye, smut.
So Kris has got Kris has got a dragon. Hale's got a dragon.
Yeah.
That's gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
That scene where like they're basically buying time for Kale to show up with the dragon. Cassandra dies. But then a god, is like, no, we've seen this scenario play out every possible way.
Yeah.
But it has to end with you surviving. Like, if it was going to go the way we didn't want it to go, we were going to intervene and make it go the way it needs to go, because you have to survive.
Yeah, it's rough.
And she sees Rena then, doesn't she? But am I right in saying that it confirms Rena isn't dead? Her soul is just kind of... Because don't they say, like, if they're... Is it, like, glowing or something, they're not dead? Or, like, something like that?
She sees her in a
tiger form,
and then like she sort of is like, oh, I'm supposed to follow her, and she follows her then, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But that's like a dreamscape type thing.
Yeah.
And
also heartbreaking for Tristan that he's literally just got back to Cassandra and they have to watch her die.
Well, that's what the point I was going to move on to. Tristan breaking into Tartarus. The relationship she makes with the human woman.
Oh, yeah, the old lady, I know.
So sweet.
Rough, though.
Yeah, they kill her, don't they? When they're all, like, locked in a tower, hiding. They've barricaded the doors, and then...
He's a cunt, that guy.
Oh,
the
horrible.
Bane guy.
And his, like, right-hand man.
Yeah, because he doesn't speak, does he? So, yeah, the one that speaks for him, he's horrible.
Weasel.
Yeah.
Funny though when Tristan gets there and like him and Cassandra sharing a room and Ronan's like, I'm moving rooms.
And also he's like, don't you dare fucking shag. Like there's literally like 4 of us in this apartment, the walls are thin.
Yeah.
And Tristan's literally like, I'm fucking railing you.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm doing her on every surface.
Literally.
Go out for the night if you want.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, lovely.
I think, is that the night that he goes out and bangs? Is that the same? Maybe it's...
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking lovely. The smut that Chris K. Haines writes, honestly. Absolutely stunning.
But Ronan doesn't find anything out about his sister, and they kind of confirm like that she didn't ever make it through the mist.
No, so they don't know if she never made it to Tartarus or she just got lost in the mist.
Oh, yeah.
I hope she's out there somewhere.
I don't think she is. That's my prediction. I think she's a goner. I don't think she's out there. Do we want to talk about the really big plot twisty ending on top of the
With Xenia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
she's dying, right? Or in a coma?
like in a coma. They do. The guy does say like she's really strong. So like,
Yeah.
I don't think Kris is gonna kill her off. But no, she has like that vision
With the kid.
So does it imply that like
I think
she is
so,
pregnant?
yeah. No, that
Because-
she's had a child because the child's saying he's back and she's like, who? And he's like, Daddy. Isn't that how it ends?
Yeah, but I think it's like from the future.
Yeah, so she's had a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she might not be pregnant now though.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sorry, but that's what I mean. That's what I was trying to say. Is like, is it just that it's like them 20 years in the future and that's a possibility, or is
she pregnant right now?
Yeah, is
I
that
don't
why
know.
it's coming to? That's what I'm like.
Yeah.
Also, again, Kris, correct me if I'm wrong. But from what I've gathered, I think Xenia and Kale have done enough of the deed that she can turn.
Ooh.
They've banged and she's had his blood.
Yeah.
I think Xenia's going to turn.
He's had her blood as well in the prison when he was really ill, hadn't he?
Does it need to be both ways? I thought it was just you had to drink Fae blood. Maybe I'm
Oh,
wrong.
I can't remember.
I commented on one of Kris's videos the other day. She posted a video about like book 2 or book 1, I can't remember. And she was saying about that scene with Kayla and Xenia in the prisons. And I was like, yeah, but let's talk about her sucking his tongue.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
She did a thread the other day about not using Gen AI, and I replied to it saying Gen AI couldn't write smut like Chris K. Haines writes smut.
Like, fuck.
She
Gen
was like,
AI,
"This is the highest compliment." I was like, "Babe, your smut is the highest smut." Like,
it honestly,
stunning.
I have to say, I think it's my favorite. This is going back
so fucking hot.
Well, it's going back to last week, but we just recorded it. Ronan Mactos, like I think that's how you pronounce it, Mactos, like saying that he's gonna spit in someone's mouth.
Oh my god! Pick me! Please, sir. Can I have some more?
Fucking like pop culture quotes today. I volunteer as tribute. Yeah. The shagging
Edge me for half hour. I won't be mad.
No. The shagging is fucking elite in this.
And obviously we're getting it from multiple characters, so like
3 couples.
Yeah, you're like you're not bored. Like, oh, they're banging again because it's somebody else. It's like, well, what are they gonna do?
But honestly, like Kris could write an entire 1,000-page book of one couple banging, and I would read it, and I would not be bored for a fucking second of it.
Yum, 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 yum.
If Kris wants to release versions of these books that are like, people release like Throne of Glass, but it's just the Elide and Lorcan chapters. If Kris wants to do that with just shagging, I'll gladly purchase a copy.
You pull the smut out and then get rid of everything else and just give me the smut.
But the thing is, we said this last week, like, there could be no smut in there.
The tension, the yearning, burning, intensity.
Plot, like a world building, the foresight is fucking incredible.
The plot twists.
There's nothing wrong with just writing smut. Like, we're not poo-pooing your smut books. Like, everyone's got a thing. But, like, that's what I love about these. It's everything. It's world building, it's plot twist, it's characters, and it's good fucking smut.
It's amazing smut. Have you got any predictions for the next book?
I think my biggest prediction is that Xenia will turn.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if that end scene implies that she is currently pregnant or that it is just a foreshadowing of Kale and Xenia. I know this is an unhinged prediction. It's never going to happen. But Kris, if you're listening, like, just we have maybe like a little just a little cheeky like between Tristan and Kale. Just a little cheeky. I'm saying that she can't even. I'm doing the hand gestures and she can't see them. Just a little something. Just a little kit, like a
little threesome. Little sus.
Little sus, as we say in Welsh. A little kiss. Do I have any other predictions? I think that Tristan's ex, whose name evades me right now. I'm so sorry.
Cunt.
Yeah, formerly known as Cunt, is gonna partner up with his brother.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
she's a power-hungry little witch.
Yeah. And I think she's gonna be his like she wanted to be Tristan's queen, I think she's going to flip and go to his brother now.
Yeah.
Do I have any other predictions outside of that? I don't think Ronan's sister's alive.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Sorry.
Any predictions about Rena?
I would like to think Rena's not dead.
No, I don't think she's dead.
I think she's going to come back in a big way.
Yeah.
I
think we're going to have like a Lysandra moment.
What do you mean?
I can't say any more than that.
Huh.
Spoilers for the dog.
I don't even know what you're on about though. I can cut it.
When she like comes running in and kills the guards.
Oh, in the end, in Queen of Shadows. Is that what you mean?
When she's running through the town in her snow leopard form. When she realizes magic's back and she turns into a snow leopard or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's Queen of Shadows. When with like Nisa and Nesrin and she saves Nesrin. Yeah.
Nesrin saves her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I got any others? I think that's it. What have you got?
Much the same. I think Xenia's going to be Fae. Much the same. I think Xenia's going to be Fae, definitely. And I think Tristan's ex is going to flip-flop sides. Because I just think she's in it for the power. She doesn't care who gives her the power as long as somebody gives her the power.
Oh, yeah, go on. I just came up with an idea, but go on.
I think Cassandra and Tristan will lead the Telos Chrysos.
Yeah.
And obviously Cassandra's the Adelphini, whatever you call it. Delphine. I hope Rena's alive. I hope Ronan's sister's alive.
I just had an idea.
Okay.
Well, it's not confirmed that Aaron Zephyrus is dead, right? We don't know that they're dead. No. I don't think any of them are, personally. Maybe like his mum. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe his mum. Obviously, they're going to come back and they're going to fucking fuck things up. Because as of right now, Aaron Zephyrus is a knob, but he's kind of in the middle. Like he's not...
He wants to profit off the war, doesn't he?
But I think after what just happened at the end of book 3, I think that's going to really push him towards Tristan's brother and fight him for that side. I think that Tristan's ex, this is a wild theory, is going to marry or be promised to one of Chaol's brothers.
Oh.
Like something to do with that. I really hope that there's going to be that like runaway romance with the youngest sibling and one of the wives that had a bit of like clear tension. Okay. And I wonder if they marry the awful one. Is it Tom? But the one that like the awful, particularly awful one. What if like they're like put together as like a power couple and are fighting on that side? Like, yeah. Because I feel like her mixed with like Chaol's family.
Yeah.
And Tristan's brother. Like they're all pretty fucking appalling.
Wild.
But that's the thing. Like I love that I can't predict these books.
Everything has shocked me.
Everything in this book has shocked me. Every single
thing. It's like I've taken fucking 7 right hooks while reading these books.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
And honestly, like, again, this is not to poo-poo because I would never poop. Like, these are 5 stars.
Yeah.
But I did think maybe book 3 would. Like, I felt like we'd kind of got to a point where it was like.
Yeah, no more plot twists. Just
within
just
reason.
Wrapping things up. But nah, she don't give a fuck. She's like, had enough of the plot twist. Here's another one. Oh, what am I putting a sprinkle of? A sprinkle of plot twist. And now a big flake of a cliffhanger on top.
Yeah.
There's your cocktail. Drink it and thank me.
Oh, I was thinking like a 99, but okay. Yeah.
Eat it and thank me for it.
And we thank you, Kris, every time. They're fucking stunning.
We recommend this book everywhere.
Yeah, we do. It's
like,
fucking class.
We are talking about this book all the time.
Someone the other day in my like book club thing was like, oh, I need like book hangovers, like ACOTAR, like I just read Romantasy and I need more. And I was like, memory puller.
Yeah.
Memory puller.
I made Leanne read her.
Did she love her?
She loved her. She hasn't read Exile and the Saviour though.
Only book 1.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, she hasn't read Rebel and the Captive.
She's read the first 3.
Yeah, she's read up to Butcher and the Ballerina.
Stunning.
Obviously, Kirsty ate them up. She's up to date.
Yes. I think Sarah read them as well, didn't she, around the same time? Yeah.
She had the special editions off Chris's website.
Yeah, I need those.
Yeah. Yeah, so literally, we recommend this book all the time, and the people that we do recommend this series to absolutely adore it as much as we do.
It's a god tier series.
We've never recommended it to somebody and they've gone, oh, it wasn't really for me, a DNF'd. Like,
never.
Never.
Because it's that fucking good. It's crack. It is pure crack, Kris.
And I'm here for it. I'm here to be addicted.
This is so off topic, but it's not, because it is about Chris K. Haines. The other day on Thread, she's been like basically edging us.
Okay.
About a new project.
Ooh.
And I'm sure, quote me if I'm wrong, Kris, that she used the words Celtic mythology and Bridgerton in the same like sentence.
I'll take 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll take 10 of everything Kris writes, but like, yeah.
Hopefully it's more smut, because honestly I've never met anyone who writes smut like Chris K. Haines writes smut.
I'm so excited for the last book in this series.
Same. Oh, it's going to be fucking filthy.
Yeah.
And plotty.
Plotty.
Yeah, but filthy.
Juicy. And just look, Kris, I know, but to maybe really consider that like gangbang that we suggested.
And maybe just a little bonus chapter of, you know, a threesome, a gangbang. Just Tristan on Kale, Kale on Tristan.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride.
Yeah. I really want to. So tell me what I have to do to get it. Yes. Join us next week for Chris K. Haines' The Interview.
Yes.
If you want to keep up to date with our schedules for Patreon, posting on main channel, and for when we're going live on TikTok, join our Discord channel, where we update everything with what we're doing and what's coming next. You can get exclusive content and early content ad-free on Patreon.
Yeah.
And everything is in our link tree on our bio on Instagram and on TikTok at a pod of Smut and Wingspan.
Lovely.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at a pod of Smut and Wingspan.
See you next week.
Bye.